5 Welder error codes for thick plate welding. Welder error codes W5000 and higher are for errors of thick plate welding functions only. Error code message probable cause remedy W5500 feed motor current limit error. The feed motor exceeded the preset current value and completed preset feed time when the feed motor current monitor is on. Remove the cause of the load enhancement. Errors and alarms. OM10090882E17305. 16.6 Supplementary explanation of errors and alarms. 16.6.1 Remedy for E1050. E1050 occurs when the actual axis position and the teaching position data do not match while the actual tool end position and the tool orientation match their teaching data. Probable causes remedy. 1. In trace operation or operation, the robot moves between two teaching points of linear interpolation where our W-axis and TW-axis are taught to rotate more than 180 degrees. Switch these points to PTP interpolation. Change teaching data of the point so that the FA arm and the BW axis create angle. Change the tool orientation only and keep the cur. 2. Our W axis and TW axis are not at appropriate position. Rent tool end position data. When the robot performs trace operation toward the teaching point 1 or when the robot performs trace operation after the wrist is manually moved. 3. FA arm is nearly parallel to the BW axis, singular orientation. The point where the angle of BW axis is nearly 0 degree, i.e. the TW axis is parallel to the RW axis, singular orientation, is called singular point. Add a teaching point of wrist calculation 3, CL equals 3, after the singular point. Make sure to add another teaching point before the singular point so as to keep the CL equals 3 interpolation section as short as possible. If there is a teaching point of linear interpolation or circular interpolation near the singular point, the wrist calculation 3, CL3, is automatically stored. Example: greater than the robot goes in an error condition at the point C due to singular orientation of the robot when the robot was moving from point A toward point B with linear interpolation, see the right figure. Remedy. 1. Trace the robot backward toward the point A. 2. Add a teaching point of wrist calculation 0, CL equals 0, point D. 3. Move the robot after the point of singular orientation with joint coordinates system. 4. Add a teaching point of wrist calculation 3, CL equals 3, point E. Note, the tool orientation may be unstable in the CL equals 3 section, the wrist calculation is set to 3. Therefore, keep the CL equals 3 section, point D to point E, as short as possible by adding another point before the singular point, the point D. Ensure the robot operation at such section by tracing at low speed. If the CL equals 3 section is short but creates big change of tool orientation, the robot travel speed is reduced in order to ensure safe operation. To increase the robot travel speed, change the interpolation of the teaching point from linear to PTP and specify the speed you want in percent. ADCEB errors and alarms. 306 OM10090882E17. 16.6.2 E7XXX, load factor error, motor current of each axis of the manipulator is monitored during operation. The robot is stopped when overcurrent is detected. Excessive load applied to the machinery elements, bearing or reduction gear, is the probable cause of the error. Note: this function works based on the measured motor current. Therefore, we assume about 10% of tolerance may be the case due to individual difference of motors or servo drivers and also temperature characteristic of frictional load. This function is provided to warn users that improper application of load to the robot may shorten the service life of its machinery parts. Please be advised that the function is not to ensure duty cycle etc. Make sure to operate the machine within the rated values specified in the specifications, especially load. 16.6.3 Errors at a point of singular orientation with manual operation in teach mode. The following errors may occur when the robot is operated at a point of specific singular orientations. In case one of the following errors occurs, change the robot orientation and then operate the robot again. E7062 over duty, average, E7063 over duty, peak, E7041 motor overload error. E7141X. 1 motor overload error. E7241X. 2 motor overload error. Types of singular orientation. When BW axis is around 0 degree point. i.e., the position where direction of TW axis and direction of RW axis are nearly in parallel. The part of the wrist from the end of the tool to TW axis is positioned nearly above RT axis, i.e. located immediately above the robot. Errors, manual speed over, do you operate at limited speed? E1040, move data over, manual, errors and alarms. OM10090882E17307. 16.6.4 How to handle, E7003, overrun, error. The error occurs when the robot moves beyond the range of movement and presses, or turns on, the overrun switch. In order to ensure safety, the robot is not operable while the overrun switch is in the on position. Refer to the following procedure to recover from the overrun condition. Procedure 1. Turn off the power to the controller. 2. Open the front panel of the controller. Flip down the switch SW1 on the safety card, ZUEP5808, to the overrun release side. 3. Turn on the power to the controller. Then the name of the axis in the overrun error state is indicated on the teach pendant. See the figure, TP display, on the right. 4. Switch the mode to teach mode, and then turn on the servo power. 5. Move the axis in the overrun error state to correct the error. Move the axis until the overrun switch is turned off. At that time, the axis name on the teach pendant is cleared. 6. Turn off the power to the controller, open the front panel, and then flip up the SW1 on the safety card to the operate side. Then, investigate the root cause of the overrun error to prevent a recurrence of the error. SW1. TP display. 1 of RT, UA or FA is in the override error state. Check the axes to localize the error. Maintenance functions. 308 OM10090882E17. 17. Maintenance functions. 17.1 TP version auto-matching function. If the software version of the controller and that of TP do not match, this function automatically fit the version of TP to that of the computer. The function is useful if you need replace the teach pendant with a different version of the teach pendant for repair due to the TP failure or the like. Note this function is available from the software version 9.00 onwards. 1. Procedure 1. Preparation for version upgrade. If the software version of the TP is different from that of the controller, the on-screen message box shown on the right is displayed. Click Yes to start version upgrade. Note greater than while this message box is displayed, ready output won't be turned on. 2. Upgrading. While upgrading, the on-screen message box on the right is displayed. 3. Restart. Once the version upgrade has completed successfully, the on-screen display on the right is displayed. Then restart the teach pendant. 2. Caution. When you receive the following messages while executing the TP version auto-matching function, something may go wrong with the recovery SD memory card or teach pendant, although there will be no problem with robot movements. Please contact Panasonic representatives. Messages when power of the controller is turned on. Caution: do not turn off the power while upgrading the software version, or the software may not be activated properly from the next time. Message 1. Cause, the software version of the recovery SD memory card and that of the main CPU card do not match. Remedy: please contact Panasonic representatives. Maintenance functions. OM10090882E17309. Messages while upgrading TP software version. Message 2. Cause, the software versions of the recovery SD memory card, TP and the main CPU card do not match. Remedy, please contact Panasonic representatives. Message 3. Cause, recovery SD memory card failure. The recovery SD memory card has been removed from the main CPU card. Remedy 1. Check if the recovery SD memory card is on the main CPU card. If not, mount the recovery SD memory card in place. 2. If the message is still displayed, please contact Panasonic representatives. Message 1. Cause, recovery SD memory card failure. Remedy 1. Restore power to the controller, and execute the TP version auto-matching function. 2. If the message is still displayed, please contact Panasonic representatives. Message 2, less than subcode 01. Cause, SD memory card in the TP failure. Remedy, please contact Panasonic representatives. Subcode 02 greater than cause, SD memory card in the TP failure. Power to the controller may be turned off during execution of TP version auto-matching. Remedy, please contact Panasonic representatives. Subcode 02 greater than the following message box is displayed next time the power is turned on. TP software does not activate. Appendix 310 OM10090882E17. 18. Appendix 18.1 Sample Programs 1, Master Program. A master program to let the robot efficiently work on two work tables alternately. Since slide type work tables are applied, loading and unloading of workpieces can be done from the outside of the fence. After setting workpiece on the table, press the button near the table to start processing immediately. Master program monitor the input from the button near the table. Once input is received, it starts the specified program. Preconditions button input from table A, I1 number 0001, button input from table B, I1 number 0002, processing program for table A, prog 0201, processing program for table B, prog 0202. AB. Sample program 1, master program, master 1, no mechanism. Program description. Top label for loop if I1 number 0001 equals on, then call prog 0201, else, NOP if button input from table A is on, execute the program, prog 0201. If I1 number 0002 equals on, then call prog 0202, else, NOP if button input from table B is on, execute the program, prog 0202. Jump top back to the top of the program. Appendix OM10090882E17311. Sample program 2. In sample program 1, it doesn't reserve the button input from the table B if the robot is in processing on the table A. Therefore, it is necessary to press the button of the table B after the completion of processing on the table A. In this sample program 2, a program to monitor the button is executed concurrently. When the button is pressed, it assigns the value to the variable. The master program checks the variable value and executes the corresponding processing program. Master program, master 2, no mechanism. Program description. Begin of program, init set GB00010 assign 0 to GB0001. Initialize the program reserve A. Set GB00020 assign 0 to GB0002. Initialize the program reserve B. PARACALLSW _ monitor on start the button monitoring program. Loop label for loop. If GB0001 equals 1 then NOP else jump ENDIF1 if GB0001 is 1, program reserve A, then execute the next command. If not, jump to end if 1. Call prog 0201 execute the processing program for table A set GB00010 after completion of the processing program, turn off the program reserve A. ENDIF1 label for jump delay 0.5 if GB0002 equals 1 then NOP else jump ENDIF2 if GB0002 is 1, program reserve B, then execute the next command. If not, jump to, end if to. Call prog02 to execute the processing program for table B. Set GB00020 after completion of the processing program, turn off the program reserve B. ENDIF2 label for jump. Delay 0.5 jump loop, repeat the program, jump to, loop. End of program. Button monitoring program, SU_monitor, no mechanism. Program description. Begin of program, loop label for loop. If I1 number 0001 equals on, then NOP, else jump ENDIF1 if the button A is on, then move on to the next command. If not, jump to, end if 1. Set GB00011 turn on the program reserve A. ENDIF1 label for jump. If I1 number 0002 equals on, then NOP, else jump ENDIF2 if the button B is on, then move on to the next command. If not, jump to, end if 2. Set GB00021 turn on the program reserve B. ENDIF2 label for jump. Delay 0.5 jump loop, repeat the program, jump to, loop. End of program. Appendix 312 OM10090882E17. Master Program 3. In Sample Program 2, it starts or reserve the program by pressing the button of Table A or Table B. In this sample program, Sample Program 3